650 Eve, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm a fan, man.
Thanks for coming out, man.
Yes, I appreciate you.
Man. Thanks for having me, man.
I just wanted to meet you, so.
You checked the bikes out?
Oh, I definitely did. I got a booster, so.
You do?
Yes,
How
I
many
do.
is your booster?
23.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're Gen 3. You get
Yes.
it from these guys?
No, I got it from in Baltimore at Peak Cycle.
Yeah, did you ride it up today?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You can take a look at it.
man.
It ain't set up like yours is, but I mean, it works.
man.
Yeah. So I just wanted to shout out my YouTube page,
Yes, sir.
Biketyson 2023 on
I
YouTube.
love the name.
Yes,
Biketyson.
Biketyson.
I love it.
So
Hard to forget.
yes.
Yeah.
So Biketyson, I would need everybody to tune in, comment, like, subscribe.
Absolutely.
So I got 650 E with me, guys.
Nice to be here.
Yeah. YouTube, it's your boy Biketyson, and you're now tuned in to Biketyson Life Cycles. And today's life cycle is we're going to 650 Eve event. So for everybody that doesn't know who 650 Eve is, he's a well-known YouTuber of motorcycles. So if you go check out his page, you can see for yourself. I think he got a whole stable of different motorcycles that most people just dream about. I will say this: when meeting him, he's very down to earth, approachable guy. So most people think, when you get to a certain level of stardom, I guess you would say, that they start feeling themselves. As far as they, like they talk to regular folks or anything like that. But no, he not only did I meet him, he also introduced me to a couple other people who are in the motorcycle community who do modifications. As far as if you want to set your bike up for racing or just want to set your bike up for a customized thing. So he was very resourceful too. The only thing that killed, well, I ain't gonna say it killed the day, but it started raining. That's the only thing that kind of put a damper on the day because they were holding demo rides out there. Yamaha was out there with all the new demo bikes of all kinds that you can try, and I wanted to try it because I wanted to see a track bike would feel like if I was to get one. I ain't saying that I will get one, but I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't being like I wasn't limiting myself because a track bike to me would be something like a 600 maybe. But then when I look at a 600, it almost looks like a toy to me because I'm so used to bigger bikes. Um, I go from a boost. Well, I came from a V-Rod Muscle Harley Davidson to a Booster, or I had a Gixxer 1000. So I'm thinking, big power, big torque, that type of motorcycle. So to be on a 600 or a 750, kind of it's not my style. So, but you live and you learn, and I wanted to try it out, but didn't happen. Yeah, so it is what it is. But what I was saying is we already had this event scheduled on our calendar. We try to be, or at least me, I try to be a little bit more organized and kind of plan out, certain rides. And, sometimes it's not easy just up and going for some people in my crew where, if they get it last minute, they be like, oh yeah, we good. Because again, people got families, people got other obligations. So I try to, put it ahead of, on our radar, like maybe a week or two in advance to see, who want to come, who don't want to come, So usually it's the core people that I usually ride it with, like my boy AJ that you see on this black Busa. You got Hammer on Twos, check out his YouTube page. You got Boosa Keith, check out his YouTube page and all his other social media. We got, the first lady of the group. It's really 2 ladies of the group, but, uh, she couldn't the other lady couldn't make it, but we got Kiki who, like I said before in prior videos, she a true rider, you know what I mean? So, I'll put a female up against her any day. So, between Kiki and Wit, who are the ladies of the group, um, they true riders, and we can all appreciate it. So, they like our sisters. We also had Chris that was with us on the Black and Gold Jixer. We also had, uh, my boy Chaos that was with Chris also. He had the Kawasaki was it yeah, it was the 1000. So, yeah, I mean, so it was a nice little crew that we all, got together. We got my boy Devin, um, on that. He got one of the probably one of the nicest BMW, S1K double Rs, like, all carboned out, like, it's a nice bike. And not only that, like, you could tell he took some time and put some money into it, and it shows. And another thing, like, I never see that bike dirty. So, he keep it clean, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so I figure even though it was raining, I was like, "We going regardless, cause 'cause I'm not letting the rain, like, be a Debbie Downer on our day, I guess you could say. I mean, we had this thing already scheduled on the calendar, and I was just like, "Nah, rain or shine, we going." And it was, like I said, it was a good turnout. They had free food. Uh, they had, like I said, the demo bikes, and we all got fitted for some showy helmets. Because usually when they do events like these, you get a lot of gear for discounted prices that you wouldn't normally get. So Shoei was one of the vendors there, and it was 20% off on all the Shoei helmets. Not only that, you also got, if you had a Shoei helmet already, you can get it custom fitted. Like, they had representatives there where they can custom fit your helmet to your liking. So if it was like any extra padding that you may have need, like, they took the measurements of everybody just to see, does this feel better than what you originally had, so on and so forth. So even though I don't have a Shoei, I have a Scorpion helmet. I mean, I was tempted to get one though, but I was like, I don't need, extra helmets. I already got what, three, 3 helmets. So I was just like, nah, I'm not getting a Shoei helmet. I'm sorry. They nice. Don't get me wrong, but I was talking to one of the reps, right, and I asked him, like, a very good question. Even though I know he was a Shoei rep, I was just saying, how do you rate other helmets? So of course I said a Scorpion helmet. I said, the Bell helmets. I said, uh, the AG, the AG ones. I said, like, all the top of the line helmets, right? And he was like, It depends on the type of riding that you do, you know." So I was like, "How would you rate my Scorpion helmet?" He was like, "Actually, Scorpion helmets are pretty good. It's a Snell rating, DOT, the ECE, rated helmets. So they're good helmet. They polycarbonated helmets." So, like, even though he said it like this, he was like, "At the end of the day, l Shoei is like your Mercedes-Benz, BMW type, helmets. Like, it has all the luxuries that you want in a helmet, right? And, like, the Scorpion is more like, let's say, Infinity or Lexus or something like that, where it still is good. And if you do he also said this. He said, if you do a lot of long distance riding, then maybe the showy helmet will probably be the best for you because, you don't have to worry about, of course, the wind noise, it's comfortable. You won't get, no headaches because it press up against your forehead too hard or anything like that. So if you do a lot of long distance riding or you riding for like 4 or 5, 6 hours type, then yes, the showy helmet may be, the right one for you. But us, we for what we do a lot of short, quick zip trips. So max maybe 2 hours, maybe three, depends. But he was like, if that's the case, then what you got is pretty good. It's durable, it's stylish. I know a lot of people like stylish helmets, and it's comfortable. So I took his word for it, and I was like, well shit. And it's cheaper. Cause when it comes to those showy helmets, they could reach up to like $1,000, depending, you talking MotoGP shit. Whereas the Scorpion helmet more like $200-300, but it's the same shit. So, well, I ain't gonna say the same shit, but for what you need it for, it's justifiable. So that's just what it come down to. I like to say I need to spend money on things that are justifiable. I We all splurge on certain things, and I get it. Like it's certain things that I splurge on and certain things I choose not to splurge on. So I guess buying a $1,000, 900, or $800 helmet is not justifiable to me. And as much as people say, well, you only got one head, no diddy paws, but um, you may want to pay the top of the line for it. I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, if you going 150, 200 miles an hour and you bang out, I don't really think that helmet is doing anything for you. I think you did. He was like, well, here's the difference. Either you want an open casket or a closed casket death. At the end of the day, you did. Does it matter? Knock on wood. I'm not, glorifying it, but it has to make sense for me. So that's just how I look at it. Again, what I splurge on is just not that. I'll splurge on a trip. Like we going, me and wifey going to, a nice vacation. I'll splurge on that. Or you know how some people, or especially women, they splurge on shoes and pocketbooks and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just everybody different strokes for different folks. And I'm just that one that's just like, listen, I don't need no Dainese, I don't need no Alpine Star, I don't need no MBT clothing. That's just how it's marketed to you, like it's supposed to be the best. But listen, you going like again 150 miles an hour, you done. No, I don't care what kind of top of the line uh name brand you got. And here's another way you can look at it. Like I don't care if you have a Beamer, Benz, or Bentley. If you hit every pothole, that ain't gonna last long. I don't care what the hell you got. So at the end of the day, I would say a Toyota or a Honda can outlast a Mercedes or a Beamer or a Bentley or a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. It depends on the driver. That's what it comes down to. People think I think a lot of people associate more money with quality. No, that's not the case. People think that is. I think that's how it's marketed to you, or that's how most people are conditioned. But that's not the case. It's how you take care of it. So again, if you got a Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, but you in Baltimore and you hit every goddamn pothole, oh, trust me, that car ain't lasting but so long. So I don't care who you are, and you think, because you paid all this money for it, it should hold up. Nah, that's not the case. I'm sorry. Certain things is on you. Is how you treat it. So that's how I look at it. And when it comes to certain motorcycle apparel, that's how I look at it. So if there's a problem with that, leave a comment and let me know. Like, please tell me, like, justify why you would pay hundreds of um, let's just say hundreds of dollars for something that is not guaranteed to last you if something happens, especially if you bang the fuck out. It ain't. I don't care. The concrete is still undefeated, no matter how you look at it, no matter what you got on. So that's what I'm saying. But anyway, let's go back to the ride. So back to the ride again. We wasn't doing nothing crazy. Uh, we was kind of riding in formation or staggered a little bit and just keeping a nice pace. The speed limit, of course. Uh, yeah. So and we were just cruising on down to it was in Woodbridge, Virginia at Coleman Powersports, and it was a nice setup. People had not only 650 Eve had his 3 bikes out there, it were other people who had a nice stable of bikes. I think y'all needed to check out V Twin Cam. He's one of the guys who we often ride with. He had his H2 out there, and he had his the 25th anniversary boost out there. Nice setup, nice everything. Whole like he put all the bells and whistles in both of those bikes, and it shows. And again, most people are motorcycle enthusiasts, so this is like us guys. That's our hobby. We splurge on cars or motorcycles or or just like clothes. I mean, it's just certain things that people spend their money on, and this is one of them. And like I said, the bike was set up. It had all the bells and whistles, ECU flash and all that good stuff, swing arms, and it was set up for racing. So, now here's my thing about that. So, my Boost is my only bike I have, right? Um, I me myself having like if you see 650 E or if people have seen like Fast Lane D and all that, who has a handful of bikes or more, to me it's cool if you getting that YouTube money like that, but I'm only one person, so there's gonna be bikes that get neglected where I got it and I can't really ride it like that. So if you look at 650 Eve, he got about, let's just say he got 15 bikes, but some of them just sit in that garage just for show, or just there unless somebody wanted to borrow it or rent it, and it sits there for months, maybe even years, because he only one person. So having all those bikes but being only one person, you can't really can't do anything. So my thing is, do I really want to get a track bike? I don't need one. I think I want one, but I don't need one because I hardly go to the track. I'll probably go to the track once a year, if that. And I don't think buying a whole track bike is justifiable, just for a person that goes to the track one year. So my booster is all I need. So that was my dream bike, and that's gonna be my forever bike until the wheels fall off, and then I'll go get another one whenever the wheels fall off. But for now, that's what it is. So like I said, like I said, different strokes for different folks. That's all I'm saying. But the event was cool. Oh, another thing. So y'all tell me this. So when we were at Coleman Powersports, they just don't sell motorcycles. They got side side by sides. They got jet skis, motorcycles, scooters, all that, right? So I was looking at this one side by side, right? A 4-door side by side. They got the Can-Am 1000s, right? You'll see it at the end of the video what I'm talking about because I pointed to it. So my next vehicle, I want to get a side by side, but here's the thing: I want to make it street legal. I want a street legal side by side because I like unique things. I like different shit that nobody got. Like, it's easy to go get, another car. Like, people got the slingshots. I think they ugly. Or I like the T-Rexes, but it's hard to find the T-Rexes. Or the people got those the Vanderhalls. I can't rock with those. but I want a side by side to make it street legal. So when I was talking to the rep at Coleman Powersports, he was saying this is what you do. He said go to the NVA, look up what it takes for a vehicle to become street legal. Once you get that list, purchase everything you need to make it street legal, and then we'll put it on the vehicle to do, to make it street legal, and then tag it. And the thing is, you don't need an in-state tag. You can get a tag from like Montana or like Arizona, where it's legal to ride these things at, or like Colorado or Utah or some shit like that, and get it registered there. And this way, nobody can mess with you. So if you're in the state of Maryland or Virginia or in DC, if it's registered, so just because it's not registered within that state, don't mean you can't ride it. So I'm thinking about it like, hey, those side by sides cost they run about high 20s to 30 in the 30K range, and then he said it'll probably take another about 10,000 ish to with the whole kit to install. So if you think about it, let's just say 40,000 all in, give or take, right? That's what most people paying for a car anyway. So if people that buy the Corvettes or the Scat Packs, the Chargers and all that, or the Mustangs, you paying that anyway in car note form. Why can't I do this in side by side form? So that's how I was looking at it. So I'm seriously considering it. I think it'd be cool making a side by side street legal. And again, they get up. Those 1000s go about a good 140-ish. So again, I can go on road, off road with them joints. And the suspension, I can jump ramps with it if I wanted to. So think about something like that. For a side by side on the street, you never have to worry about a pothole or anything because they are built for it. The suspension is built for it. So you ain't never got to worry about getting a wheel alignment, or your shocks or your struts all fucked up, or your bearings fucked. You ain't never got to worry about that. So I was just like, yo, I come up with that. I don't care whatever somebody else got. That's going to be the looker at the end of the day. That side by side would outshine a Corvette, a Mercedes, a BMW. Shit, I think it would even outshine a Porsche, Lamborghini, or Ferrari, if you ask me. I mean, at the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, but it's so unique and something you don't see on a daily basis. And if I'm the only one that got some shit like that, I'll be like, motherfucker, with a helmet on.
Right back here. Put out.
You can do it. How you doing? I'm a fan, man. I just went on my YouTube page for some Biketyson 2023.
I love it. You tried it up today?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can take a look at it.
Yeah, man.
Comment, like, subscribe.
Absolutely.
So I got 60